And West Ham player Stuart Robson. And with kick-off just moments away, we really should be in for a magnificent occasion. How do you see it panning out, Stuart?
Well, it was a good start to the season, wasn't it, Derek? They'll be looking to repeat that today, and if they can make it 6 from 6, they'll start to believe they have a chance at the title. Let's hope we get a good game here.
A long way out. And a goal, almost bewitching in its beauty. Excellent technique. Well, the ball is moving again. Will there be a quick reply from the old boys? That's what they need. Back with Ramos. And the referee felt he had to blow the whistle. Really doing a fine job of protecting the ball. Baptista. Bamba. Well, let's see about the cross. And that is not going to help the cause. The header well off the mark. It did look on for them, but not to be. And that puts them in position. Could be. Well, really, making the goalkeeper's life simple.
That should be hit in the back of the net. That was a big, big chance.
Over it comes. What a vital intervention. Well, straight at the goalkeeper then. Peters. Ramos. There to win it back. Oh, lovely incisive pass. It's there for him. Oh, he saved it well. Now sending it in. Not the best clearance. Has a go. The crossbar got in the way. Cleared away comprehensively.
Well, that would certainly have put them in a great position. But with only a 1-goal lead, they're never going to be able to relax.
Well, they can't dwell on not getting the rub of the green. Perhaps they can create another chance now. Great strong tackle. Throw in forthcoming. Poor attempt at a pass, really. He's got to score! Well, he had the measure of it, the goalkeeper. Delivering it. Not away completely. Can he convert? And good work to deny the chance. Well, another corner following on from the last one. Well, let's give him credit for trying it, but the execution left a bit to be desired, Stuart.
Well, I think the idea was right. Unfortunately, the skill wasn't. It's well off target in the end.
And snuffing out the danger. Well, visionary passing. Able to close down the shot. Well, a corner kick it is. Let's see if they can put this to good use as they try to add to their advantage. And a goal! They've increased their lead, and they don't want to be throwing it away from here. So back underway with the lead standing at 2-0. It might be on for them. Opportunity, and foiled only by the crossbar. Nicely timed tackle. Shot attempted. Just had to keep his concentration to the maximum, and he did. Who's going to get on the end of it? Oh, my goodness me! Well, don't try that at home without practice, practice, practice. Breathtaking goal.
Well, just look at this piece of skill. He times this absolutely perfectly. Great connection as well. We'll see this for years to come. Fantastic goal.
Blistering first half display, and just look at that score. And it's with Riluh. Now they've lost it.
Well, the visitors, as you can see, have enjoyed so much of the possession. Yes, they've played well when going forward, but it's been their ability to regain the ball which has made them so hard to play against here, and it makes them such a good team. It's been a brilliant performance so far.
Yes, it might be on for them once more. Trying to chisel a chance out of it. And the keeper did more than enough. Trying to deliver it accurately. Strong but fair tackle. And the danger is averted. Couldn't hang on to the ball. Johnson. He's given it straight to the opposition. Well, clattered away. And foul it is then. Not the worst free kick in the world, but the goalkeeper equal to it. Very quick thinking there. And we will have a couple of additional minutes at the end here. And the keeper in position to grab hold of it. Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. So off and running again, and there was a real gulf in class in the first 45. When we see a response from old boys in the second here. Simple catch, really. Well, they'll be happy to have regained possession. Given away again. Riluh. Wilting under the pressure, and now they try to go forward. He takes aim, and that will be a corner. And now the delivery. Goalkeeper's ball every day of the week. Riluh. Kaya. There's a slide rule pass. And a goal it is. The keeper really not part of the equation.
Well, just look at the defending here. They've made it so easy for him in the end. That's just not good enough.
And this is turning into something of a rout. 4-0. Old boys could get in behind the defence. Well, he stopped them in their tracks. This might be ideal for the counter. And they'll regard that as a very disappointing end to the move. Well, the supporters think it's on. And it's played into the centre. What a lovely strike! Lethal piece of finishing. Drilled home with true conviction. Tremendous goal.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace in transition. They're so quick to get out from the back, and the strike could not get any better. He hits through the back of the ball with such power. What a goal this is.
Oh, my goodness, it's so one-sided. 5-0 in this match. Peters. On the ball, Ramos. And they have possession again. And it's with Riluh. Rocha.
Well, they're being outplayed here, and the fans are not happy. They need to show more urgency now.
And they'll get ready for the throw-in. A wonderful intervention. And back now with Larsson. And unable to keep possession. It is a decent-looking attack here. Can he put it away? A goal! We're really being spoiled. This is attacking football at its finest.
Well, we can see it again now, and it all starts with the pass over the top. It takes out so many defenders, and once he gets onto it, he just smashes it past the keeper with great technique. What an emphatic finish that is.
Well, it's an out-and-out pasting. 6-0. Oh, terrific pass. Just needs to stay calm. And that's the hat-trick! Tearing apart this defence time and again. They simply can't handle him.
Well, here it is again, and it's all about the pace on the counter-attack. They were so quick to break out from their defensive positions, and when he gets onto it, he holds off the challenge, keeps his balance, and makes good contact with the ball. That's a top-class finish.
Well, if there were any lingering doubts about the outcome, surely they now have been removed. And a fine tackle. Baptista. And with that, the attack fizzles out. Well, he could run onto it here. And now can he keep calm? Tenacious tackling. Excellent defending there. Kaya. Read it well. So on the cusp of the final whistle, and the visitors very much in command, Stuart.
Well, what can you say about this performance? They've been absolutely brilliant. They've played with such guile and creativity, and their passing has been so expansive. Not many teams would have stopped them today.
And giving the ball away. And he takes it on. Denied by the bar. Back in play here. And the pass not quite accurate enough. And a throw in then. And so the referee blows for full time, and it goes down as a victory for the visitors.
Well, Derek, they were the better team all over the pitch. We saw good individual performances. We saw an attack which was always threatening.
A long way out. And a goal almost bewitching in its beauty. Excellent technique. Who's going to get on the end of it? And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, and I'm joined for expert analysis by Stuart Robson. And no question, this ought to be a game that gets pulses racing. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts. Well, I'll tell you what, that goes down as a miscue. He'll be kicking himself, Stuart.
Well, it's a poor effort, but he's been given offside, so he's got away with that one.
Yilmaz. Well, ruled to have taken up an illegal position, only just. Now a decent position. Oh, it's gone in! And that could be the goal that keeps them in the division.
Well, how important is that goal? They've just got to defend for their lives now, starting with the front players.
So the match has restarted, 1-0 here. A very timely interception. The referee correctly decided to play advantage. Going well. Nicely saved. And over it comes. Oh, really good header. Really fine goalkeeping. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? And in it goes! The concession of a goal, not what they needed, but this is not over yet.
Well, it's not quite panic stations yet, but these are the sort of games they have to win to remain in this division. Will we see a response now?
So back underway following the equaliser. He must finish! Oh, a goal! How about that for degree of difficulty? Simply off the charts!
Well, here it is again, and all you can do is admire the skill. That's a really clever goal, you have to say.
So on with the match. 2-1 is the scoreline. What's going to happen next? It might be. Oh, a goal to give them breathing room. Perhaps the one that will keep them up.
Yeah, defend well now, and they're safe. They surely can't let this slip. Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line. And then the shot is emphatic. He strikes it with such power, the keeper has no time to react. What a good finish.
No shortage of goals in this match. 3-1. Well, running room in the wide position. Simple for the keeper. Doing well to keep possession. On the ball, Lucas. Well, a bit of an unforced error, and it's going to be a throw. Vital interception. The danger was very real. Oh, that's an interesting pass. Can they do something with this ball in? A goal! Another one! It's turning into an absolute demolition job.
Well, here's the replay, and it's the perfect ball in. Hard and low, causing plenty of issues for that back line. And the movement is good, making for a comfortable finish. It's a really great goal.
Goals in plentiful supply. 4-1 currently. And that puts them in position. A goal! And I'll tell you what, on this sort of form, And good evening on what is a perfect night for football. The floodlights shining down on the players as we speak. I'm Derek Ray, and sitting alongside me, ready to provide all the technical and tactical analysis, is Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. What do you anticipate seeing, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek. Well, it's been a really bright start to the season, hasn't it? Plenty of positives to take over the first few games, and if they can secure another 3 points today, it might just...
And it might be, but can't avail himself of the chance.
Well, he'd be disappointed with that. Maybe it's just come a bit too early for him.
That's a well-struck pass. Played into the box. A cross there that was decidedly ordinary. And he's through here. No way through. Just not looking confident in possession. And the referee spotted the foul, but has played advantage. Can he play it in? Not away completely. Well, it looked highly promising, but they got nothing out of it. It comes to absolutely nothing. Now, do they mean business on this occasion? Well, a good tackle. A room to roam on the wing. It must go in, surely. And a close offside decision as they were threatening. That's how to rob them of possession. Pressing high, and they have the ball again. Oh, goodness gracious me! It's a special goal from miles out.
Well, here it is again, and wow, just take a look at this. He's absolutely nailed this one. What a strike that is from distance.
And the ball moving again. What sort of response will we see from them now? A chance to whip it in. Effective challenge. And they'll get ready for the throw-in. And out for a throw-in. Just misfiring with the pass. Well, the pass not finding its target. And it's with Riluh. Running room in the wide position. Well, it was pretty straightforward for the goalkeeper. Real chance. And hit with ferocity. It was close, but not quite good enough. Oh, nice ball over the top. Well, let's call it a meaty effort, but certainly not accurate enough. And it's with Jonsson.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have had much less of the ball, but when they have had it, they've looked so dangerous, particularly when they press high up the field, win the ball back in those areas, and then counter-attack quickly.
Oh, lovely weighted ball. They might be in. Well, denied by the keeper, but really he only has himself to blame. Rocha. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Can they create something from here? Must be! And the keeper throws himself at the ball. And now the delivery. No-nonsense clearance. And an effective clearance. Oh, lovely ball. He might be able to carve something out. And a decent save, full credit. Who can they pick out? Just the clearance that was called for. And a poor ball. Moving into the advanced position. This could square the game. And that's exactly what has transpired. Now, that could be a massive turning point, and momentum is with them. So underway again, following the goal that made things level. Unable to make the mark with that cross. 1 minute of stoppage time has been added on. Can he put them in front? And that is defending of the highest order. A chance then for the respective managers to address their charges. It is half-time here. Well, they've got things going again here, and I wonder what kind of second half we have in store for us. Effective challenge. And it crossed the touchline, so a throw in here. They couldn't maintain possession. Well, very effective play in possession. Can he finish? And a body in the way. Felipe. Well, the conditions look pretty good for the counter-attack. Well, not the pass he had in mind. Now, options are plenty, but quick thinking defensively. And that puts them in position. Well, nothing he could really do based on the cross. Giving the ball away. Well, the fans really want him to shoot. Oh, that's a fine save.
Well, just listen to these fans. They're urging their team to score here and take the lead.
What a shocking pass, really. 30 minutes left for play. Must take the lead here. Brilliant save. Now, who can he play it to? A chance for him to get in behind, maybe. Oh, the keeper made it look routine. It was anything but. An opportunity to forge ahead from this corner situation. Can someone get on the end of this? Oh, it's gone in! A significant deflection, leaving the keeper flummoxed. So back underway. Intriguing contest this, given the 2-1 scoreline. Takes the shot. Well, they get the ball once more. Now, can they create something? Well, the decision is offside, and he's bound to be a bit disappointed.
Well, he's actually made his run before his teammate had control of the ball, and that's why it's offside.
Firing it in, and still danger here. Oh, the angle was acute.
Well, I don't think anybody was expecting him to shoot from there. That was really close.
And out for a throw-in, just misfiring with the pass. 20 minutes to go in this one. And he keeps going. Terrific block. And a very good challenge.
Well, there it is. The visitors have completely dominated the game in the last 15 minutes. They're creating some great opportunities. They just need to get that goal that kills the game off.
Oh, Stuart, they've got to score. No shortage of excitement. Level again. No wonder they're excited.
Well, here's the replay, and just look how quickly they break forward once they win the ball back, which makes it a fairly simple finish in the end. It's a really good goal.
Well, another equaliser. What a topsy-turvy game this has been. Good tackle. It'll be a throw. The high press was very much on. Has a go. And using his body to good effect. And Felipe with it. And that was a very fine read. And the search goes on for a winner. Time is tight. Able to deal with the threat. Unable to keep the ball that time. And a free kick awarded by the referee. Well, he's gone into the book.
Well, he was late and he deserved a booking for that.
Good effort here. Well, fair to say, she didn't really make life difficult for the goalkeeper. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? Breaking at pace. Can they take advantage of the situation? He's got to score! Oh, Majestic finish! He's going to be rightly proud of that moment. Magnificent!
Well, here it is again, and all you can do is admire the skill. That's a really clever goal, you have to say.
What a big moment in the dying embers. Will it prove decisive here? On the ball in an attacking position, but they've got to do something positive quickly. Oh, surely! Well, it wasn't a simple save to make. A corner then, and with time running out, they've got to ask questions. Who's going to get on the end of it? Well, the counter chance looks very real. Oh, terrific save.
Well, that's surely it. That was possibly their last chance. What a great save that was.
Over it comes. Well, not the best clearance. And that will be all for this game anyway. And defeat for the visitors, much to the disappointment of their supporters.
Well, I thought it was a really intense game. Lots of quality, lots of good...
And welcome to a game that really should have pulses racing. Every reason to believe this will be enthralling. I'm Derek Ray, and ready with his tactics board alongside me is Stuart Robson, my commentary partner. And if this game lives up to its billing, we're in for a riveting occasion. Stuart, tell us about your pre-match thoughts.
Well, Derek, we can talk about coaches and their methods, but it's now down to the players. Which ones are going to stand out, who will affect the game, and who will have the greater desire? It should be a cracking game, though.
Not a good pass. Proctor. Splendid tackle, and a throw-in coming up. Well, you've got to keep the ball a bit better than that. Zimmerman. De Luca. Moya. And it's with Zimmerman. Ruud. What can they do from here? And now he must score. There it is. And he could scarcely have had an easier finish. So the match has restarted. 1-0 here. And slipped through beautifully. Real chance. And a goal! The quick 1-2. And they've turned this game on its head. 2-0 here, and the ball is moving again. The attack continues. They're making considerable progress. Well, not quite what he wanted to do with the pass. He has time to play it over. And blocked for now. Oh, and it goes! Sensational strike! And now he deserves to celebrate. Well, as they kick off again, 2-1 the current state of affairs. De Luca. Excellent defending. And couldn't keep himself onside. De Oliveira. Can he finish this? Oh, incredible save, and he snuffed out the danger. He has teammates around him, but timely defending when it mattered. A fine block. Another perfect position to read it. They've lost it. It looks promising. Giving it a try. Oh, and it goes! Now they're level. Who saw this coming? Incredible!
Well, this is a brilliant strike, as you can see. He hits it with so much power. The keeper had no chance. Fantastic finish.
Well, I imagine there were many who had counted them out. This has been quite the fight back. And great use of the ball to keep possession. Being pressed hard. Wants to attack from the wide areas. Can he convert? Oh, commanding goalkeeping. Let's see about the delivery. Real need to get rid of it. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Might be able to set up the chance. Well, nothing productive really. A chance to nudge in front. Corner kick here. Trying to deliver it accurately. Well, a struggle to get it away properly. Has a go. And blocked for now. And the assistant referee has raised his flag. Offside. Alvarez now. Man. Not all that hard to deal with crosses like that. Oh, he's given the ball away. And back with Riluh. Good vision. Can he get onto this? In it goes! But it will not stand. Offside, Stuart.
Well, it looked close, didn't it? He certainly thought so. He's making that clear to the linesman now.
And back with Ferreira. And support available. Must take the lead here. Oh, it might be. And just over the bar, albeit narrowly. Well, nicely cut out. And the fourth official confirming that we'll have one additional minute. Now a decent position. Could play it in. And so it is, the first half story has been written. Into the second half then, and these two sides are locked together. Just can't really choose between them at the moment. Well, beating his opponent. Can he get them in front? And doing all he can to grab his second of the game.
Well, he's been a real live wire today, a constant threat to this back line.
Trying to pick out a teammate. Can they hit on the break? Defenders need to cover. It could be on for her. And a good challenge to bring that attack to an end. Opportunity to deliver the cross. Over the touchline for a throw-in. And there's the feed into the box. Routine, really. Well, not the best piece of distribution we've ever seen. And that'll be a throw-in. Well, he's lost it. And back with Alvarez. Man. Lovely ball over the top. Can they forge ahead? Vital intervention. Well, he keeps going. That's a useful cross. Good work to win the ball back high up the pitch. And the keeper's delighted to see that sail well over the bar. Goal kick. Johnson. Rocha. And back with Riluh. And very deftly cut out. Oh, a perfectly timed pass. Good-looking ball. There could be a chance now. And the keeper did more than enough. And taken short. And a useful cross. Well, it still could be dangerous. This might be ideal for the counter. Cross blocked. Well, it looked highly promising, but it came to nothing in the end. And he's through here. And a goal! In the lead again! Fully deserved!
Well, let's see this again. This is counter-attacking football at its very best. And he makes no mistake with the finish. He showed a lot of composure there.
On with the game then. 3-2. What will happen next? And back with Ferreira. Well, nicely cut out. De Oliveira. He's enjoying space. And can he find someone at the far post? Well, when it left the boot, I thought it might have a chance of fooling the keeper, but it didn't. De Luca. Moving into the advanced position. And space to cross it. Bodies forward and the break looks on. And just like that, the counter-attack comes to an end. And providing width. Got to it easily, the keeper. And with that, the attack fizzles out. And back with Ferreira. Well, possibilities in the centre. Disappointing cross and gobbled up by the keeper. Into the advanced position. Just 10 minutes remaining here. Not what he was intending. Bad pass. The referee's letting it go as they keep the ball. And it's with Riluh. They're showing a willingness to attack, as they must, given the circumstances. Time running out. Couldn't quite hang on. And he clears it out of harm's way. Well, somehow the goalkeeper got to it. Well, this might be the final opportunity to draw level. Can someone get on the end of this? Just wanted to get it out of there. On the offensive. But it fizzles out thanks to that piece of defending. Marquez. And the referee is quite rightly letting it go. Or getting it forward, but they need an equaliser. Well, an attempt to forget all about, unfortunately.
Yeah, got it all wrong. Trying to pass it into the corner, opened up his body, but didn't make the right sort of contact.
And there goes the final whistle. It's gone the wrong way as far as the home. Hello, it's great to be with you, and I don't think anybody is going to complain, especially about the weather. I'm Derek Ray in the commentary position, and I'm joined for analysis by Stuart Robson. And the general feeling is we should be in for a spellbinding occasion. How do you see the match going, Stuart?
Thanks, Derek. Well, both managers will be reminding their players of starting the game quickly, pinning the opposition back, playing the ball forward and regaining possession as quickly as possible. Hopefully we get a...
Can he finish? And a goal! Not wasting much time today. They strike first. 1-0 then. Lovely ball over the top. Not all that hard to deal with crosses like that. And that was a very fine read. In a position from which they could potentially do a bit of damage here. Oh, that was begging to be put home, but the goalkeeper has it. A very effective challenge put in. They couldn't maintain possession. Well, couldn't find a teammate, unfortunately. And a throw-in to come. And back with Riluh. And he's taken it away. And it's with Vogt. Unable to keep the ball. And that puts them in position. Seemed to just lose control of the situation. He's conceded a corner. Trying to deliver it accurately. A move of promise on the flank. He'll try his luck here. And what a magical save it was. And he's fired over the corner. Oh, he couldn't hit the target. What a wonderful chance that was.
Well, I can't believe he's missed that. That was a really poor effort.
Failed to keep hold of it. Well, can they be creative from here? Preferring to go infield. And he takes it on. Oh, that's textbook goalkeeping. And over it comes. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. Oh, dealt with by the goalkeeper. Sound piece of goalkeeping. Well, the counter chance looks very real. Well, it fizzled out. Rocha. Well, they've given him too much space. Will he find the net? And the challenge, crisp and clean. Safe pair of hands, did his job. Oh, that pass easy on the eye. Oh, he's blocked it. Well, a corner kick it is. Let's see if they can put this to good use as they try to add to their advantage. Now they've lost it. Can they do something positive on the counter-attack? Big chance to get them on terms. Oh, a vital piece of last-ditch defending.
Well, there it is. The hosts haven't had that much of the ball, but what they've done with it has been really good, and they'll be happy with the way the game is being played at the moment. They love to play on the counter-attack.
Well, a really single-minded piece of defending to make sure nothing untoward happened. They're getting right on top of their opponents and winning it back. I'm not testing the keeper at all with that effort. And he takes it away. So a goal kick is what's coming up here. And it's with Vogt. Well, he's given us away. And attempting the through ball. Well, it didn't happen for them in attack. This looks more than decent. Well, he has players waiting at the back post. Oh, that goes down as a wonderful save. And with that, the first half draws to a close. Well, as they get the ball rolling again, interesting to see how this second half pans out. And a chance to whip it in here. It should be! And denied by the keeper. Impressive. Vogt. Moving it forward. Oh, breezing past him. The outcome is a goal kick here. And support available. Can he take advantage? And missing the chance to give them a bit of breathing space.
Well, that should have made it more comfortable, shouldn't it? But it's a wasted opportunity.
A foul it most certainly was. Free kick given. Well, just a warning from the referee this time.
And I think the referee has got that absolutely right. It's not a card for me.
Now, let's see what they can do here. A long way out. Well, they're doing their best to get on level terms here.
Well, it's a decent effort, but they're still trailing. They need something special here.
That's a nice-looking ball. Showing good defensive judgment. Timely intervention. And the referee has pointed to the spot. Penalty given. Well, no card, just a warning and a fair few protestations.
Well, not every foul is a yellow card. I think the referee is right here.
And a chance for 2-0. And in it goes, as coolly as you like. Never in any doubt from the spot.
Well, here it is again. The keeper tries to read the penalty, but in the end, he just makes no effort whatsoever. That's a strange decision. Well, as you can see, the visitors have had most of the ball, but their attacking play hasn't been good enough so far. There's been too many safe passes and no real penetration. They certainly need to up the tempo if they're going to get back into this one.
Well, can they regain a chopping challenge? And the referee has got to have a big think about it. And yellow it is. A booking.
Yeah, he was too impatient to win the ball and probably deserved a yellow card.
And it crossed the byline. A goal kick as a result. And a throw-in forthcoming. A very effective challenge put in. Oh, left his man behind here. He's in with a chance. And fired against the crossbar. And no-nonsense defensive clearance. Playing it in. Oh, my goodness me! Well, don't try that at home without practice, practice, practice. Breathtaking goal.
Well, just look at this piece of skill. He times this absolutely perfectly. Great.
And a warm welcome on what is an ideal night for football, you've got to say. My name is Derek Ray, and my commentary partner, as usual, is Stuart Robson. And a huge story unfolding. I say that because they are closing in potentially on promotion. Stuart, your expectations? And a useful cross. And he's clear as lines. And crossing towards the far post. Clattered away. Rocha. Might be able to set up the chance. Just needs to resolve the danger. Can they take advantage? He'll try his luck here. Well, we gave it the big build-up, but he didn't quite deliver on his promise. Rocha. Plenty of support here. Long way out. Well, the shot more than decent. It had power, just couldn't find the target. Well, very effective play in possession. Shot attempted. Oh, they've gone and scored! And as it stands, they're going to win promotion.
Well, just look at the joy out there. That could mean so much to this club. Well, just look at the setup here. It's such a clever backhill, but there's still plenty to do from here. He hits it so well, though. Lots of pace, lots of power, and the keeper just can't react in time. It's a great strike.
1-0 then. And a tidy challenge. Pedrosa. And it's with Riluh. Well, that takes the wind out of their sails. Great defending. Moving it forward. But they took care of the situation defensively. Olsen. Here's Vidal. And given away. Terrific block. And space to cross it. Worth a try. Well, deciding to test the keeper, but no problems really. Unable to keep the ball. Chance here. Great reflex action.
Well, that should have been a goal. Mind you, it's a brilliant save.
Well, they've won themselves a corner and a chance perhaps to add an additional goal for security. Goalkeeper's ball, it was always going to be that way. It is a decent-looking attack here. Oh, surely! Vital intervention. Trailing, but hope in the form of a corner. Well, they couldn't keep possession. Theme emerging of wasted possession. And Ray with it. This looks threatening. Well, the goalkeeper in charge of the situation. Short corner it is. Behind for another corner. Can they cash in? Well, they're going for the short one. Committed challenge. It certainly wasn't a clean tackle. And the referee has got to book him, I think. Well, the card is out, and it's yellow.
Yeah, it's clumsy and it's late. Definitely a yellow card.
Well, in the end, nothing really to worry the keeper about. Plenty of forward momentum here, but can they produce? A corner will ensue. And over it comes. Well, the bar can be the goalkeeper's best friend. Well, no damage done. No, high-quality defending.
Well, that would certainly have put them in a great position. But with only a one-goal lead, they're never going to be able to relax.
There to win it back. What can they do from here? Well, didn't go to plan in the end. Bodies forward and the break looks on. Can they take advantage of the situation? Well, keeping it on the ground. Slightly off target, however. And teammates to play it to. And the cross not quite imaginative enough. Plenty of room in the wide area. Well, the threat was very real. Marvellous defending. Just 1 minute of stoppage time, say the officials. Oh, in with a chance! Well, he snuffed it out of there without much fuss. It's offside, and perhaps he should have been a bit more alert.
And maybe a little bit more aware in the box. He was just too static.
Well, the managers will now deliver their half-time team talks. We're at the end of 45 minutes in this game. Away they go again. Second half is underway here. It's a weighted pass. Oh, a goal! It's a massive moment, and they can only throw away promotion now.
Well, it'll take a huge collapse now. Just need to keep their composure, and surely they're going up. Well, here we can see it again. Look at the way he glides past the defender to create space for himself, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
And the ball is moving again. 2-0 is how it stands. Well, not hard to read that pass. Moving forward effectively. Oh, and that challenge carried with it quite the element of risk. Now, what's the referee going to do next? And he's been dismissed. This will be a real test of their defensive resilience.
Well, he had to go, didn't he? They'll need to reshape their defence quickly here.
Now that short pass, this could be interesting. And the flag does go up, offside. Riluh. And back with Ferreira. Opportunity it is. In it goes to alter the arithmetic and give them hope that they can turn this round. Well, underway again. It's a narrow 2-1 lead as things stand. And back with Alvarez. Intelligent threaded pass here. Splendid defending. And in at the second time of asking. Just what was required.
Well, as you can see, the first save is a good one, but they can't react quickly enough to the second ball. The keeper's a bit unlucky, really.
Well, it's a tale of 4 goals in this match now. 3-1 it is. 30 minutes left for play. Well, is it going to end up being productive for them? Preferring to go infield, but a good piece of defending to bring it to an end. Okazaki.
Well, as you can see, the hosts have really dictated the play, and they've used it really well today, particularly in the midfield areas, and I expect more of the same as the game goes on.
A meaty but fair challenge, and it will be a throw-in. It's with Alvarez. Riluh. Oh, moving the ball impressively here. And a good take under duress there. Read it well. Chance to do damage. And cutting in from the flank. Really good diving stop to make sure the threat came to nothing. Who can they pick out? Now he must get it out of there. Could be a chance to break here. Defenders need to cover. Well, it fizzled out. So a corner here. And over it comes. Well, he had a decent reading of that ball in. Oh, so near, but just unable to keep the shot down. Retaining possession proving difficult. Can they create something from here? Well, disappointing end to the move. Now, can they create something? Good use of advantage by the referee. Couldn't quite finish.
Well, if they can just get one, it will certainly make it interesting.
Well, he decided to let the play flow, but now he's going to issue a yellow card.
Yeah, I think that's good refereeing. He tried to play the advantage.
And he takes it away. Well, it's all going to plan for them. Having a magnificent day on the pitch. They can almost touch promotion now, Stuart.
Well, this has been a really good performance today. They've been composed and confident, and they fully...
Oh, Stuart, opportunity here. And they produced the arrears. You never know. They still believe in themselves. Well, the action underway once more, and no shortage of entertainment. 3-2. Or can they prize them open now? And a no-nonsense clearance. Well, making high pressing work for them here. Oh, he's lost possession of the ball. What a block! Options in the centre. It comes to nothing in the end. Well, a good place to win it back, and let's see what it leads to. And now, passing it through. Oh, it's in! And that might be the goal that clinches it for them. No looking back now, surely.
Well, here it is again, and it's a superbly weighted through ball to break that defensive line, while the movement in the box is equal to it. It's such good timing. What a goal.
So the current scoreline, 4-2. Well, the referee has instructed the fourth official to put 2 minutes on the board. Olsen. And a strong tackle. And full time here. Now we can say it is official. Promotion secured.
Well, the target at the outset was promotion, and they've achieved it and fully deserve it. They've been brilliant.
Well, now they have a chance to catch their breath, assess what they've just done, and think about the future.
Well, they can celebrate tonight and then get themselves ready for the remainder of the season.